everyone, I just finished making this card as a thank you card to send to my clients who gave me Christmas gifts this year, and it turned out kind of cute, and it was some fun techniques that I wanted to share with you. So I'm going to start with this background piece here and show you how I did that. I started with a pink cardstock, and I'm using the Cuttlebug embossing folder, and this I believe is called Divine. And then I take my Tim Holtz Distress ink pad and rub it all over the one side of the embossing folder, and then take the cardstock and just put it right there. Okay, and then take my Big Kick and sandwich that between, and then you're only going to need one tab on your platform. When you pull it out of the embossing folder, the ink has transferred into the negative space on the paper. So your image is not only dry embossed, but then the negative space is inked, and it just lends this really neat finish to the texture of the cardstock. So I'm just going to run my heat gun over it really quick to make sure it's good and dry. Okay, and then what I did was I took a brighter pink, a darker pink piece of cardstock, and using my oval die from my Spellbinders Nestabilities, I cut an oval, scalloped oval from there, and then I'm going to run it through this Fiskars crimper, and so that it gets some horizontal crimpings on it. I don't know why sometimes the one edge does not get crimped. There. Okay. And then I'll take my ink pad again and just kind of run it over to just kind of give it a more distressed look. Okay, and then let that dry. Then this is a 1-inch strip of the same cardstock that I used for the embossed background, and I'm going to take my sentiment, and with the same Distress ink pad, I'm going to stamp my sentiment here. And then I'm going to really make a neat edge here on the outside edges here. I'm going to take my, this is by We Are Memory Keepers. It's a corner chomper. And I'm using the scallop side, and I am going to cut one corner off. And when I cut one corner off, can you see how it has this little just kind of a scallop right here on this corner. And I'm going to do the same thing on this corner. It's going to just leave a really neat edge. So there it is. So it's scalloped on both sides, both corners. So I'm going to do the same on this corner. And now I'm going to just distress ink the edges of this. And then I'm going to put these little snap brads on the ends here. So I'll mark where I want them to go. And then taking my Crop-A-Dile, I will just punch right where I marked the holes. Okay, and then to secure these, you're going to do it just like you would an eyelet, except you're going to have your setting a little bit different. Instead of the hole for the eyelet, you're going to use the rounded side, the slightly concaved end here, and you're going to use the smaller back depression edge. And just crimp it right in place. Just like that, and then I'll just secure this to the crimped oval. And secure this background piece here. Onto my card there, and then I'm just going to put some dimensional squares on the back of the sentiment. Just so it has a little more dimension. I like the way this has turned out to have having so much texture and all. So there it is. So I don't know if you can see all the detail that's in there. And then I've also made one in brown and orange tones, so which looks a little bit more masculine. It's good to give to a man. So there you go. I'll put a picture on my blog of these so that you can get a more detailed picture of the completed project. So I hope that those were some techniques that you haven't tried before or that look interesting. And everyone, happy scrapping, and ta-ta for now.